Welcome everyone to the 2020 Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber Annual Dinner. We are coming to you live from Mohegan Sun Pocono, and while we are missing all of you this year in person, we are grateful to be here with you virtually. This year, we've seen so many of our area's businesses, nonprofits, and resources come together to keep us safe and pivot their programming and services to support us, provide for us, entertain us, and most importantly, give us hope and remind us that Northeastern PA is strong and resilient, and that even in times of crisis, we have the power to adapt to challenges and reimagine our future.
So today we want to honor our award recipients for their amazing work during this time. We want to dedicate this program to everyone in our community that has inspired us to do the work that we do each and every day. To our visionary inclusive leaders and future leaders.
To our members.
To our regional partners and community nonprofits.
To our small businesses and entrepreneurs. To our students.
To our future workforce and employers.
To our family-owned and legacy businesses.
To all of you watching tonight and to all of our amazing sponsors, thank you. As we go through our program, we will honor, celebrate, and support our local businesses and some outstanding individuals, and learn about how we all collectively have and will continue to elevate the Valley as we are all reimagining our future. Now to kick off our program, let's hear from our President and CEO, Wico Van Genderen.
Thanks, Lindsay and team. Streaming from the Mohegan Sun. You continue to up your game, just like our friends at the Mohegan Sun, our presenting sponsor for this program. We are so grateful to Tony Carlucci and his team at the Mohegan Sun for supporting our reimagined event today. We also want to thank Miracle Commercial Real Estate for their technical sponsorship and their community outreach and support through Discover NEPA. Thanks, Rob. I want to thank our media sponsor, the Times leader and publisher Mike Murray, for his support. And finally, to Holly Pilkavage and our friends at Cole Creative as our creative sponsor and for working beside us in creating the programming you're about to see, highlighting today's honorees and businesses. Thank you all for our honoree segment sponsors and our ad sponsors who will be highlighted individually as we stream this event. And finally, to our audiences out there, thank you for tuning in to our reimagined delivery of our annual dinner event, both live streamed today and on WBRE on Sunday, and for allowing us to deliver this event straight to you, into your homes and into your businesses, and for helping us elevate our honorees and acknowledging them today. Be sure to watch until the end for an exciting announcement about our organization's reimagined future. But before I begin, I want to take a moment to remember Lucibia, who passed away too soon and so suddenly in a tragic accident back in August. And because of COVID, we were never able to have the chance to pay our respects and to recognize and remember him. So I want to take a moment of reflection on his passing. There are those special people whose very presence has such a profound impact on those around them and lose impact to the chamber, the business community, and to those that knew him and loved him was immeasurable. For our business community, he's going to be remembered as an influential change agent in the workforce, the economic development, and the business revitalization in the Valley. We will truly miss his presence, but we will never forget what he meant to us, his booming laugh, his splendid storytelling, and his innate wisdom, brilliant and legal and business mind. He was a servant leader with immeasurable pride in his community, his grounding in his family, and his boundless love for Mary Jo and his 3 children, Alexa, Anthony, and Ashley. I'm sure you join me in keeping Lou and his family in your hearts, thoughts, and prayers as a true friend, partner, and family man to those he loved and to those that loved him back. Lou reflected the best in us, and his memory we must channel the best of him in our community and in each other. 2020 certainly has been a year of challenge, a year of dynamic changes, and a year that brought us an unprecedented, life-altering pandemic. And if ever we live the adage that you make your best sea captains in a storm, this has been a year to learn to navigate some turbulent waters. We do truly learn the most and can become the best when we are confronted with the worst, most difficult of times. The key is to learn, to confront it, and deal with it headlong, as it is the most difficult roads oftentimes that lead to the most interesting destinations. Our theme for today is reimagining our future, and in so doing, elevate the valley. And in these challenging times, we really do need each other and to look within our own core values. If ever there was a time to recognize, support local, to recognize our local heroes and honorees, to own our own story, we can then work to write our own reimagined ending. And we have seen that in this year of COVID. We have seen the best of us, with our first responders and healthcare workers risking and sacrificing to help us get through this. We have seen our community groups rallying together to help working families and businesses that are struggling and in need. And we are so fortunate to have a host of organizations who have served as frontline heroes for years. For 125 years, Family Services Association has been in our communities, providing an array of family services to help and support the health and welfare of families, crucial to the vitality, strength, and fabric of our community. What FSA does is so needed and so well done that our chamber recognized FSA as the 2019 Charitable Organization of the Year for their vision, their mission, and their execution of an array of services to our NEPA families and local communities. What FSA has done for 125 years is so very important. And now more than ever, in the midst of our COVID pandemic, what they do is so very needed, as so many of our families and our communities are stressed, vulnerable, and in need. We can all make a difference to our community, the workforce, the workplace, and the economic impact to uplift the area. It's not the heavy load that breaks you down, it's how you carry it. We know how to do the heavy lifting, and we know how to carry it. We are better than anything this pandemic brings. Helen Keller once said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world can't be seen or even heard. They must be felt from the heart." And to show us how it's done, we have an emerging business that could have planted their roots anywhere, but they chose to build and grow their business in the middle of a pandemic right here in the Wyoming Valley. Thank you, American Paperback. We have a legacy business in Genetti's, led by Gus Genetti, who along with Val, has been a staple of this community. Gus is an icon and an active member of the community, participating in so many community groups and so many boards to parlay his expertise to help our community. Finally, we're honoring Father Jack Ryan with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Father is truly the salt of the earth, the heart and soul of King's College, born here, raised here, steeped in our traditions. It was his calling to be the president of King's College when his community needed him, and who we honor today as a servant leader that leads by example, leads from the front lines, and leads because it's who he is. Along with our charitable organization, diversity, Healthy Workplace, and Pride of Place awards, they represent organizations that truly shine among us, and during a time of pandemic, truly reflecting that life always waits for a crisis to reveal how brilliant we can be. And those businesses have pivoted during this time of crisis to be rebuilt as we regain our foothold, to build it back, reimagined and better. Remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. The idea in Reimagine is to be better than you used to be, and not the same as you are. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So let's take a look at those we honor today for doing what they do, and perhaps it may change the way you look at things. I know it does for me. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Wico, and thank you again to Mohegan Sun Pocono as our presenting sponsor and host for the celebration of local talent. Now let's hear a few words from Mohegan Sun Pocono General Manager Tony Carlucci.
Good evening, I'm Tony Carlucci, President of Mohegan Sun Pocono, and I want to let everyone know how excited I am to be a major sponsor for this event, the annual Wilkes-Barre Chamber Awards Ceremony. I'd like to thank Wico and Lindsay and the rest of the team for putting this together. I'd also like to congratulate all the professionals that are being honored tonight. It's exciting and we're very proud of you. If you remember, a year ago, we were all having cocktails and dinner together. And unfortunately, because of this pandemic, we cannot be together tonight. But I do know that everybody on this call is a leader, and leaders persevere through times like this. And when this is all over with, we will come out in this area, the businesses, stronger than we ever have been before. So have a good time tonight, and I hope that next year we're all having a cocktail together and putting this behind us. Thank you.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors who helped to make this event possible. Let's take a moment to see who they are. Our first award goes to an organization that has tirelessly supported our community and provided vital free services before and during the COVID-19 pandemic. These service modifications by the Osterhout Free Library provide educational, entertainment, cultural, and social activities free of charge to its patrons of all ages to support our community during the COVID-19 pandemic.
This amazing organization has been a pillar in our community for over a century, and this year has proven its importance more than ever as a cornerstone of our community. To tell us more, let's hear from our Charitable Organization of the Year Award sponsor, Sordoni Construction.
Our first honoree is an organization that has provided information, materials, and services free of charge to all residents of Luzerne County to promote literacy and development for over 130 years. Especially during these times, access to books and information is more important and critical than ever. Sordoni Construction Services is proud to present the 2020 Charitable Organization of the Year Award to the Osterhout Free Library. Let's learn more about their impact in our community.
On January 29, 1889, the Osterhout Free Library opened its doors to the people of Wilkes-Barre for the first time. The library was a gift to the city's inhabitants from prominent local merchant Isaac Osterhout and was one of the first libraries in northeastern Pennsylvania. At that time, many libraries were reserved for paying members. Isaac Osterhout's vision was to create a people's university, and thus the Free Library was born. Over the years, branches have been added, and currently we have branches in North Wilkes-Barre, Plains, and South Wilkes-Barre. to better serve patrons living far from the original Franklin Street location. Today, the Oosterhout Free Library also serves as the headquarters for the Luzerne County Library System. The Oosterhout Free Library has been a cornerstone of the community, serving Wilkes-Barre and Luzerne County in good times and in bad. During the 1918 Spanish influenza pandemic, the library served the people of Wilkes-Barre, and we have remained a steadfast resource during the current coronavirus pandemic. As more and more businesses and schools go virtual, the library and the free resources and internet access it provides are even more crucial than ever before. Patrons utilize the computers here to pay bills, keep in touch with family, attend classes, and apply for jobs. The library has also provided a designated space for local children to use the Wi-Fi and attend school virtually. When the current pandemic began, library staff created a coronavirus information section of our website so the public will have easy access to credible facts in these uncertain times. We have worked hard to better serve patrons virtually, allocating more money for ebooks, databases, and answering patron inquiries via email and phone throughout the shutdown. The Youth Services Department provides ready access to books for parents who may now have to homeschool their children, as well as providing virtual programming such as Science Saturdays. We have developed partnerships to introduce the public library to students when some of their school libraries have closed. Additionally, we have puzzles and games for patrons to check out and use at home with their children. Staff here have even put together make and take crafts for all ages, as well as virtual treasure hunts and trivia. To continue providing these services, the Oosterhout Free Library relies on a combination of government grants, community donations, and endowments which stretch all the way back to Isaac Oosterhout's original gift. As with our original benefactor, the library relies on the generosity and dedication of our friends, board members, volunteers, and supporters. On behalf of our executive director, the library board, and our staff, I wanted to thank you for naming us the 2020 Charitable Organization of the Year. We look forward to serving the people of Wilkes-Barre for 131 more years.
It takes strength and resilience to build a business from the ground up and to lead an organization during times of crisis, which is something that our next award recipient has excelled at.
This next award goes to a company that took an entrepreneurial dream and chose to make it a reality in NEPA after exploring multiple locations across Canada and North America. In the past 4 years, American Paperback launched as an industry-disrupting paper bag manufacturing plant and has since become the premier U.S.-based paper bag manufacturer, all from the Hanover Industrial Park.
This company was the first of many entrepreneurs to come through our Wilkes-Barre Connect program. Being here to see Ian's successes and see him receive this award is very special to our team and to bring his story to our community. To tell us more, let's hear from the Emerging Business of the Year award sponsor, PNC Bank.
At PNC, we believe our company should serve a greater purpose. Our philosophy as a Main Street bank is that our prosperity will be proportional to the prosperity we help to create for our employees, our customers, and the communities where we operate. That's why we're proud to support the Chamber and to help celebrate the businesses and individuals who help make our area such a wonderful place to live and work. On behalf of PNC Bank, we are pleased to present the Emerging Business of the Year Award to American Paperback. Let's take a look at their growth in NEPA.
My name's Ian Robson. I'm the founder of American Paperback. There are so many people who I'd like to thank for helping us get this award. Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce, for one. They brought us into the area. We were very fortunate at the time to come in at the start of the Wilkes-Barre Connect Centre. We came in as their first incubee into the program, and they've been amazing. They're one of the main reasons why we came to this area when we had the choice of really anywhere in North America, and that helped us choose this site. They brought us in with the Governor's Action Team, but I'd also like to thank the Ben Franklin Technology Partners as well, who have been key in the startup of our company. So we basically started the company from my bedroom at the time in Slovakia, in Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. We had a very good indication that there was a gap in the market in the US for this new certain type of sustainable paper packaging. We've been working with it for quite a long time in Europe and saw that there was this great opportunity in the US. Came to the US, basically started it from scratch. The the perfect sort of dream story of coming here with nothing and then getting up and starting a business. But you know what? It proves it's completely possible. We've grown in the time we've been in this building now for about 3 years. We've really started full production in the last year and a half. Now we've gone 24/7. We've got currently 37 staff. We anticipate being up to, by Christmas, being up to over 40 staff, maybe 45. And then by the end of the first quarter, that's probably going to be about 60 staff that we employ. What that means is we're ahead of schedule, which is great, and we couldn't have done it without everybody's help here. I think the vision of American Paperback is to help move away from plastic in retail packaging. That means both in the stuff that you go into a shop and you buy, and also the stuff that gets sent to you through the mail. So e-commerce packaging, we're looking at moving that into sustainable recycling packaging, stuff that not only can biodegrade in the environment but can also be recycled. We think that's a very key area in the future of the planet, really. And it's great that we're doing that here in Wilkes-Barre area. I think the goal of American Paperback is to help companies move away from plastic packaging into more reusable, recyclable, and biodegradable forms of packaging like paper, which is what we do. So both in retail shops and e-commerce. So we try and benefit the local community by providing good, well-paying jobs with a good future in a sustainable manufacturing industry. So we're very grateful and impressed the way the City of Wilkes-Barre has both taken the company into the community and myself and my family into the local community as well. We want to try and give back by providing good, well-paying jobs in a sustainable industry with a very good future. Thank you very much for this. Thank you.
Our next group of award recipients have amazing stories to tell about how they have each adapted their day-to-day life, physical work environments, and services to create safe spaces, stay connected to our community, and elevate our region during these challenging times.
These spaces make our community a better place to live, work, and play, and we are honored to celebrate each of them tonight. To tell us more, let's hear from the Pride of Place Pivot Award sponsor, Geisinger.
Here at Geisinger, we know more than anyone that this year has pushed every organization in our community to pivot their daily operations to adjust to our new normal. And we wanted to recognize some amazing organizations in our community that have truly gone above and beyond in adapting their way of working and delivery of services to ensure the safety and security of our community. Geisinger is so proud to present the 2020 Pride of Place Pivot Awards to the Accelerator Wilkes-Barre, Misericordia University, Times Leader Media Group, Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza, Cole Creative, and the Canning House Restaurant and Grocer Collective. Let's hear more about what they've done to adapt.
Hi, my name is Natalie Lynn. I am one of the owner-operators of the Canning House in 44, Pennsylvania and Grocer Collective. I am so thankful and humbled to be today thanking the Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce for our incredible award we received, Pride of Place Pivot Award. Certainly this has been a time in which pivoting has been imperative and since March we have made a lot of quick changes, quick decisions, and of course we have definitely had to make some pivots. In March, we had decided to close our doors before it was mandated for the safety of our customers and our employees, and we moved directly into takeout and delivery. So we were delivering in-house, and we had our team on board. Our employees were absolutely incredible. We could not have done any of that without our team being so willing to move along and make changes with us. Very quick decisions, things had to be done very quickly. We're really just so thankful for our staff and for them being on board with us throughout this, and really thankful to the community who was very open and willing to support us and try something new with us. Of course, nothing can compare to sitting down in a restaurant and eating a meal, but we sure tried our hardest to keep the very best parts of that and do our best to still provide something that was really special, especially when the world, it's just been so wild. We also started Grocer Collective during this time period where it was becoming more and more difficult to find certain items at the grocery store, and also just wanting not to go to the grocery store and stay home. So we started a delivery grocery service called Grocer Collective, and we were delivering through 20 different counties, and that was wild and fun and still happening. We have slightly paused as we're preparing to open the actual retail space right inside of the 900 building and right on the other side of our restaurant. So in the next coming probably 1 week from this video, we will be open and rocking and rolling in there. But we are so thankful to the Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce for this award and recognition. It means so much to us. We have been open as the Canning House for about 1.5 years, so this has been quite the 1.5 years. But we have really tried our best and our hardest, and we love what we do. We love this community, and we're just so thankful for the Chamber's support, our customers' support. It just has absolutely meant the world to us. We are proudly displaying our amazing award in our restaurant, and it's just a beautiful reminder that we live in such a great area with just so much support. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you all soon.
Hi, I'm Mike Murray, publisher of the Times Leader Media Group, and I'd like to say thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for this outstanding award. It really is an honor to be selected as one of the recipients this year. I'd also like to take this time to thank our readers, our advertisers, and all of the people in the communities that we serve, because without them, we just wouldn't be here for you. Thanks again for this great award, and thanks for letting us serve the community.
Hi, I'm Carrie Miscavige, and I just want to thank you for voting us Pride of Place Pivot Award for the Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber's annual dinner event. Thank you so much. We've worked so hard this year during COVID-19 to grow our audience, and we have done just that. So thank you again.
The Times Leader has been in operation for more than a century, since the merger of the Wilkes-Barre Times and the Wilkes-Barre Leader in 1907. Through those publications, we trace our roots well back into the 19th century. During those many decades, the paper has called downtown Wilkes-Barre home. Nearly 3 years ago, we renewed that commitment to Center City with a major investment in our East Market Street building, home to the editorial, advertising, circulation, and production departments. The Times Leader remains the only newspaper printed in the city of Wilkes-Barre, rolling off the presses at East Market Street. While the Times Leader is our flagship publication, Times Leader Media Group also produces the Pittston Sunday Dispatch, Abington Journal, a real estate magazine, MyDallasPost.com, Weekender.com, CannabisCarePA.org, and TimesLeader.com. There is a strong future ahead for the Greater Wilkes-Barre community, and the Times Leader Media Group will continue to play a vital role in being the leading local news provider for the area we call home.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Chris Jones, local entrepreneur and the person behind the accelerator at Wilkes-Barre. I am so honored to be with you guys tonight to accept the Pride of Place Pivot Award. Listen, these last couple months, being an entrepreneur and a business owner, having made one of the biggest investments in my life just last year in this building has been real trying. You know, we're all in this together, and you know, I'm not going to lie and suggest that this has not been difficult. However, when the pandemic hit, we decided to go all in and take advantage of trying to help businesses in this community survive. We were one of the first businesses to get behind the Luzerne County Pledge. We wanted this business to be, or this building really, to be open for business if people wanted to come in. So we accepted the CDC guidelines and made this a safe place. Through a partnership with Cole Creative, we also took advantage of some of the downtime to launch Studio 16 South, which I'm in right now here in the Accelerator, located in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. This is a state-of-the-art content production studio, allowing anyone that is a business owner, a hobbyist, a college professor, or for that matter, anyone who would like to create a podcast or to stream video, to do so in a state-of-the-art facility. This is open for business, and anyone could come over to the Accelerator and check it out. We're also extraordinarily excited to announce the launch of River Street Co-work. So now anyone, entrepreneurs, business owners, folks, employees who are working remotely that want to have a professional, high-energy work environment can now work here at the Accelerator. We have private offices available for lease, and we have private desks available for lease. Both are highly affordable, come with private parking, and all of the perks that the other tenants of the Accelerator get, including some one-on-one time with me in terms of business coaching, as well as a slew of other benefits, including access to Studio 16 South at a discounted rate. And then finally, these last 3 or 4 months have been actually incredibly busy in this building because I decided to complete all the renovation of the building. We're already at 60% capacity in terms of tenancy in the building, but we have about 10,000 square foot that is available for lease right now, and get this, for any businesses in Luzerne County and northeastern Pennsylvania. So any of the chamber members that are listening right now that would either like to move their office into a high energy, dynamic environment with lots of tools to support the success of your business, you need not be a technology business. I've learned through this tough time that now is the time to get behind all businesses in northeastern Pennsylvania. So we welcome you in. I'd like to thank the Wilkes-Barre Chamber for this honor. I'd like to thank my friends at Cole Creative who are standing behind the video camera right now and who have supported the success of much that I just shared with you. I encourage everyone to come and check out the Accelerator and see how it could benefit you. I kind of think about this award as something that I could only accept on behalf of the tenants in this building and in the community that has supported this project. The amazing thing about northeastern Pennsylvania, and this is a challenge, is that we rise to the occasion in good and bad times to support projects like this and business leaders in this community. Thank you so much.
It's funny, you know, it was March 11th, and we as a staff had just sat down to briefly admire what was a great schedule of events that we had put together. We had Tim McGraw on sale, we had Tool sold out, we had just announced Bob Dylan. We were really excited about what we had on the calendar, and we had more coming that we hadn't yet announced. And then the very next day, it was March 12th, it all came crashing down. And to say that the 8 months that have since transpired have been challenging would really be an understatement. We are literally in the business of promoting mass gatherings. So our doors and the doors of venues like ours, they were the first to slam shut, and they will be the last to reopen.
We didn't know what we were going to do, but we knew that laying down and waiting for this to be over was not an option. While working from home, we quickly began searching for ways to remain relevant in both our industry and our local community. In April, we joined forces with our friends at Carl Hall in downtown Wilkes-Barre to launch a free online concert series called NEPA Live from Home, which offered weekly concerts showcasing local and regional artists.
Around that same time, we began working with Luzerne County and the Pennsylvania Department of Health in an effort to turn our parking lot into a much-needed drive-through COVID-19 testing site. The site opened on April 19th and remained operational until May 29th. During that time, more than 2,000 first responders, healthcare workers, and local residents safely tested for COVID-19 in our parking lot.
And witnessing all of that activity in the vast open space of our parking lot gave us an idea. Maybe we could use that same space to promote concerts. So, that's what we did.
We came together as a staff to develop 3 drive-in concerts in July, including a performance by comedian Jim Gaffigan, and we continued that concert series in September with 3 performances from bluegrass phenomenon Billy Strings.
We also offered our parking lot space to some local nonprofits such as Epilepsy Foundation and Autism Awareness PA. And our partners at Jack Williams Tire utilized our parking lot to host a safe outdoor job fair.
In all, more than 8,000 people enjoyed a safe event experience in our parking lot over the summer. For us, it was all about staying relevant while putting on live events, because that's what we do. And we can't wait to reopen our doors and resume our position as one of the largest engines fueling the local economy and tourism industry.
And make no mistake, we will be back.
We will be back.
We will be back.
We will be back. Thanks so much for your support.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Kathleen Owens, President of Misericordia University. I am delighted to accept a Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce Pride of Place Award for the construction of our Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center. Years in the making, the Henry Science Center is the largest academic building on our campus and will serve our students and the whole of northeastern Pennsylvania as a hub for excellence in science education and research. Thank you to all of the faculty and staff who envisioned this project, raised the funds, and brought it to where it is today. The new wing is now open and it is absolutely spectacular. Once the renovations are completed on the building's older wing, the Henry Science Center will boast 77,000 square feet of space with advanced technology and infrastructure for superior teaching, learning, and research. You can imagine the next Dr. Deborah Birx or Dr. Anthony Fauci building the foundation of their career in the Henry Science Center. Thank you to our donors and the community for your ongoing support of this project and our university. Building the largest, most complex academic building in Misericordia University's history represented quite a challenge, but made more so this past year by the pandemic. Area business and community leaders, you know this too in your own professions and avocations. Our faculty reacted quickly in the spring to move to an all online format. Our students displayed resilience in adapting quickly. This fall, our faculty and staff, driven by our Cougar Care Team and Health Center, established extensive safety procedures, including hybrid learning, socially distanced classrooms, a daily health check via a mobile app, mandatory mask wearing, in-house contact tracing, and on-campus rapid testing for suspected cases. We had very few cases early in the semester, but when we did have a small surge, we used extensive quarantine and contact tracing to keep it under control. Thank you to our students who have been so cooperative and attentive to protecting each other and the community. And here is wishing all of us much hope for a bright and healthy future. Thank you.
Here at Cool Creative, the year 2020 started with a ribbon cutting at our new co-working space. Before this move, we were working out of what some might call a glorified closet, and we couldn't have been more excited to continue to collaborate and create within our new expanded space. Fast forward 45 days, and like so many others, we found ourselves navigating how to effectively complete many creative collaborative projects completely remote. What became clear early on was how important it would be to stay connected and to continue sharing the stories of the businesses, organizations, and individuals we collaborate with. In addition to producing multiple video series inspiring connections, working behind the scenes to launch boostbusinessnepa.com, and co-launching Studio 16 South, we expanded our services to accommodate a new need: the production and marketing of virtual events. Since the quarantine, we have effectively produced over 10 virtual events, primarily for local nonprofits that could no longer host their vital fundraising events in person. Collectively, these virtual programs raised hundreds of thousands of dollars and were viewed by tens of thousands of individuals. Thank you to the Chamber for this award and for our community who has continued to support us. It means so much.
Our next award recipients have provided our community with much needed resources for both physical and mental health during the pandemic. From teaching us how to adapt our workspaces to be socially distant to making sure we have the wellness and mindfulness practices needed to support us during these challenging times.
From a complete guide on how to make your workplace safe to return to work, to a company who offered free yoga, mindfulness, and meditation and taught us all how to be grateful during these challenging times, let's hear from the Healthy Workplace, Healthy Community Awards sponsor, Geisinger, to tell us more about these well-deserved award recipients.
It is also incredibly important that now, more than ever, we create initiatives that support the health and wellness of our local workforce and our entire community as we tackle the new challenges in mental and physical health that have been created by this pandemic. We are happy to recognize two organizations that have prioritized health for our entire community during this time: DX Dempsey and Studio B as our 2020 Healthy Workplace, Healthy Community Award recipients. Let's learn more about how they have supported our community during this time.
When COVID-19 descended, Studio B pivoted, and within 1 week, we launched our 8-week course in resilience and steadiness. And this was designed to support our local, national, and global communities. This was 40 hours of content that was offered freely from our expertise and from our hearts. And throughout all of the turbulence, the Studio B team remained steady, and we created in wildly imaginative ways, all in dedication to collective well-being.
Finishing our course on resilience and steadiness really opened some doors for us, and it opens our hearts and minds to how we could keep connecting with people and keep connecting our network of global experts in the fields of yoga, mindfulness, conscious communications, emotional intelligence with our students, with our community, with our business customers. So we created the Studio B platform.
We're a Pennsylvania proud company rooted in the local economy and serving students and a community that truly spans the globe. I can be teaching here in my home studio in Basel, Switzerland at sunset as my Studio B colleagues are practicing on their lunch hour and our California friends are just waking up for the day. It's truly remarkable and a testament to the power of technology.
So from me and our global Studio B team, we thank you, Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce, for recognizing our dedication to a healthy community and healthy workplace.
Hi,
Michelle Dempsey, president of DX Dempsey, and we are beyond honored and thrilled and humbled to receive this Healthy Workplace, Healthy Community Award from the Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce. It was a complete surprise to us, and thank you on behalf of us and our entire DX Dempsey team. What we did was we felt like during the quarantine, so many people were giving back in ways that we were contributing from that we wanted to give back too. So we came up with this Returning to a Healthy Workplace checklist, knowing we'd all be back eventually. And I'm gonna let Andrea describe it to you.
So we created this as a tool that you can download and print. Both are still available on our website, www.dxdempsey.com. But basically we wanted to provide everybody with a step-by-step guide of how to come back safely. It touches on touch points, air quality, and general health and well-being. And Corey will share a little bit about how we've used it personally in our office.
Right, so everything in the checklist that Andrea just mentioned are very simple and economical changes that anyone can do within their own workplace. We try to incorporate a lot of items from surrounding businesses, local and family owned, and that was just the most important part because we're giving back to our communities. Some items that we had incorporated into our own office place would be antimicrobial doorknobs, hand sanitizing stations, walk-off mats, and compostable cutlery, plates, spoons, cups. And something that we've always done within our space is incorporated plant life. And that's just something that kind of brightens our day on a daily basis.
And the plants we owe all to Corey because Michelle and I are of no use when it comes to keeping a plant alive.
No, we have no green thumb whatsoever. But plants also increase productivity up to 15%, so they're great to have in the workplace, and they also help with the air quality. So again, thank you so much. You know, we're all in this together. It's going to be over soon. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Thanks.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Everil Ben-Ian, your membership director. Last year, we introduced this award as part of our initiative to make diversity, equity, and inclusion a core of what we do. In the year since last year's dinner, we have established our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council that has helped guide our organization towards making diversity, equity, and inclusion the lens through which we operate. The Council just wrapped up a 6-part webinar series and now has sights on how we can expand this initiative even further in 2021. If you are interested in helping us with this initiative, we'd love to have you. You can find out more information on our diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts on the Get Involved tab on our website. Our next award recognizes a business that shares these goals to make diversity, equity, and inclusion a core focus within their own organization in our community here in the Wyoming Valley. Let's hear from our award sponsor, Highmark, on this year's Diversity Champion Business of the Year recipient.
We are very excited to recognize our next award recipient, an organization that has committed themselves to developing an all-inclusive culture where every employee matters and where diversity, equity, and inclusion is a core organizational value and priority. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield is happy to present the 2020 Diversity Champion Business of the Year Award to PNC Bank. Let's take a look at their commitment to diversity in our region.
Hello everyone, I'm Pete Danchuk, Regional President for PNC Bank in Northeast PA. It's been a pleasure to be with you, even if it's in a different way this year. And we're honored to be named the Diversity Champion Business of the Year. We have been longtime supporters of the Chamber and the terrific work being done to support and advocate for Wilkes-Barre businesses and their employees. At PNC, being an active part of the communities where we live and work is one of our core values. That value has never been more important than it is right now. This year, we were poised to be the presenting sponsor of the Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber inaugural Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Conference, scheduled to take place the first week of April. Of course, the pandemic had other plans. So when it was canceled, we worked with the Chamber team to develop a series of webinars which have taken place this fall and addressed a number of the DE&I topics. And our commitment does not stop there. We also support and advocate a variety of local organizations and events that address these topics. Diversity and inclusion has been a long core value of PNC, It's at the heart of how we run our business and part of the fabric and culture. In line with the national dialogue, we too have brought conversations about equity, diversity, and inclusion to the forefront of recent months. PNC's focus on diverse and inclusive work environments spans a wide spectrum and includes employee business resource groups, focusing on military veterans, women in business, African Americans, Pan-Asian and Latino employees, and so much more. The companies with a diverse and inclusive culture have been shown to have more highly engaged employees, generate stronger results, and have a clear edge in attracting and retaining customers. It all comes down to working together to achieve success. That's why we're here today. That's why we support the Chamber's great work. And that's how we'll get through this most challenging environment that we have ever seen, together. Thank you.
Congratulations to PNC Bank, and thank you for all you do for our community. This next award goes to a business that has left a remarkable legacy in our region. But this isn't just about a business, it's about a resilient and dedicated family who has committed their lives to this area, supporting our local economy and community, and creating the trademark Genetti wedding, a family and business that I know is near and dear to my heart and to all of yours watching.
In my role at the Chamber, so many business leaders in the community that I've met have spent part of their career at Best Western Plus Genetti Hotel, which is a huge testament to the organization's impact on our workforce and business community. This organization has truly become a staple in our downtown. Just hearing the name Genetti brings a picture to mind of their location in the downtown and all of the fantastic community events that you've attended there. To tell us more, let's hear from the Legacy Business of the Year award sponsor, Community Bank NA.
Our next award will be presented to an organization that has built a 70-year legacy of hospitality service to our community. This family-owned business led by Gus Genetti, whom I respect and have worked with so much throughout the years that I still refer to him as Mr. Genetti. Gus and his family have been hosts to our most memorable community events, from weddings to chamber dinners, as well as my high school prom just a few years ago. On behalf of Community Bank NA, we could not be more pleased to present the Legacy Business of the Year Award to our very dear friend, Gus Genetti, and the Genetti family on behalf of their 70 years of hard work and perfected events at the Best Western Plus Genetti Hotel.
Hi, my name is Maria Genetti. The Genetti family has been servicing the Wyoming Valley community for 57 years. In 1951, Gus Genetti Sr., my grandfather, ventured into the hospitality field by opening the Gus Genetti Hotel and Restaurant in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Developing the business as a renowned fine food and service establishment, my grandfather expanded the enterprise in 1963 by purchasing the Reddington Hotel in downtown Wilkes-Barre. The Reddington was built in 1906, which is considered by the Historical Society to be a landmark of hospitality in Wilkes-Barre that had survived the Agnes Flood of 1972. In 1971, my grandfather sold his interest in the Reddington property to my father, Gus Genetti Jr. The Genetti Hotel is not only the longest-standing hotel in the Wilkes-Barre area, it is the only hotel currently located in downtown Wilkes-Barre. That being said, my father has always been passionate about keeping the center city of Wilkes-Barre alive and bustling. With his sharp business acumen, he became a Best Western member in 1979 and years later became a Best Western Plus, expanding the complex from Pennsylvania Avenue to Washington Street. As a family-owned and operated business, my siblings and I have all worked at many different capacities at the hotel over the years. Since being in business, the Best Western Plus Genetti Hotel and Conference Center has been a big supporter of downtown organizations such as the Oosterhout Free Library, the Wyoming Valley United Way, King's College, the Kirby Center, and the Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce, as well as international organizations such as Rotary International, American Red Cross, and many other organizations. My father and mother Val have been the recipients of the Luzerne Foundation Mary Bevavino Community Service Award, the Northeast Pennsylvania Chapter for Association of Fundraising Professionals Outstanding Philanthropist Award, as well as the I Believe Award from the Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce, and the Chamber's Distinguished Business Man of the Year Award. We are looking forward to completing renovations of the Best Western Plus Hotel and Oyster Restaurant in the coming year. It is an honor on behalf of the Best Western Plus Genetti Hotel and Conference Center, our family, and the entire Genetti team to accept the 2020 Legacy Business of the Year Award. Thank you, Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce, and thank you to the City of Wilkes-Barre.
For our final award of the evening, we honor and celebrate a man who has truly made our community a better place, a community that he was born and raised in, and the place where he attended high school, college, and led one of our most prestigious higher education institutions into its bright and strong future. To tell us more, let's hear from the Lifetime Achievement Award sponsor, Irvine Home Health and Hospice.
Good evening. It is an honor for me to be here this evening to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Father John Ryan. Father, your accomplishments in just the past 10 years at King's College are overwhelming. You expanded the academic program at King's to include engineering, exercise science, and the startup of a much-needed nursing program. You added men's and women's ice hockey, men's and women's track and field hockey, women's golf and men's volleyball, and most recently, you launched an esports program. Father Ryan, you always said King's Campus and Wilkes Campus, Wilkes, your alma mater, would meet in Center City, Wilkes-Barre. I think you have done that with the addition of the Richard Alley Health Science Center on Public Square. But you didn't stop there. With your drive, the King's Campus continued to grow to include the Milligan Center for Engineering on North Franklin Street, the Chapel of Christ the King on North Street, and the Track and Field Complex at Bitzler Field. Father, our community, the community you grew up in, is so grateful for your leadership. Your deeds have made northeastern Pennsylvania a better place to live, a place where our younger generation now want to remain. Your many feats have never changed you. You remain the same humble man of faith as you were since your ordination. Congratulations on your retirement and congratulations on this so well-deserved honor, the Lifetime Achievement Award. And Father, you have earned enough merit points that you can spend as much time as you like on the golf course. Good luck, my friend.
When I think about Father Ryan, I think the greatest accomplishment he has done in northeastern Pennsylvania is to become a true leader, one who serves people without seeking recognition, one who listens to those around him, one who holds power lightly, one who works for the common good. Father Jack has been a role model to me, both as a religious woman and as the president of Marywood University.
The only thing that I've seen that's as pure as his golf swing, it's his heart. His heart is filled with love for Wilkes-Barre, love for King's College, and it's shown in his work because he loves the students of King's College, and because of Father Ryan and his work over the last 10 years, their future at King's College and their future in the world is much brighter because Father Ryan has touched their lives.
I think Father Ryan's done an amazing job in terms of bringing new life to the Wilkes-Barre area. I like to think about his projects in terms of two words, restoration and renovation, and both of those brought together in so many wonderful projects. When Father Ryan is with people, he takes in their ideas, he takes in their experience, both on an intellectual level and on a level of the heart. He is an amazing person in terms of his ability to retain information, to process it and analyze it. And interiorly, he brings together mind and heart, and he makes prudent and wise decisions in every aspect of his life and of his leadership at the college.
I met Father Ryan 25 years ago when he started to teach at the McGowan School of Business. And for the past 16 years, I've been his assistant, first when he was Dean of the McGowan School of Business and now as President of the college. I have so many wonderful memories with Father Ryan. It's hard to say just what would be my favorite, but his sense of humor, his funny stories, his support, and his true friendship. And I'm really going to miss seeing him every day. I just want to say, Father Ryan, congratulations. You truly deserve this Lifetime Achievement Award.
In the mid-90s, Father began his role as a faculty member at King's College after he received his PhD at Temple. And I was just then appointed a new board member at King's College. And that's when we both began this journey to bring the mission of King's College to life. His vision of converting blighted or underutilized buildings in the downtown Wilkes-Barre area and redeveloping them to provide for these programs not only enhance our students' learning experiences, but greatly contributed to the revitalization of downtown Wilkes-Barre.
Father Ryan has done so much to drive positive attention, good energy, and people to this part of the world through his leadership at King's. Through the expansion of new academic programs, new athletics programs, beautification of the campus, and just better storytelling and messaging around the beauty of northeastern Pennsylvania and why this is a great place for both young people to come to learn and live as part of their academic experience, but also to join the campus community in our neighborhoods as employees. He's a terrific ambassador for the area.
He's always had service above self. He's always been a hope bearer. He's always been a humble servant leader. And above all, he has quietly been the champion of all the people, especially the underdogs. Father Ryan, there's no one more deserving of this award than you are. You have epitomized what it means to bring hope and value to this community. And I've been proud to be associated with you and wish you nothing but the best of luck. And congratulations on something well-deserved.
Father Ryan, I believe his biggest accomplishment in town was being as humble as he is, just genuinely a humble human being, and being able to accomplish as much as he has done. I thought that maybe I might be a good candidate to take his place. And I can imagine the conversation being something like, you wouldn't look good in a collar. And he'd be right. I mean, even a tie is tough for me. Now, as far as being called father, I do have a lot of kids, and sometimes they do call me father, but somehow I don't think it would work out. So they'll probably look for a priest.
He's worked within the local community to make sure that the higher education aspect of Wilkes-Barre itself is an engine for progress, an engine for economic development. Jack, as a good priest, is looking always for the ways to empower people, looking for ways to encourage people, looking for ways to push people along in great directions and see within themselves their own inherent power to accomplish great things.
Well, it's a real pleasure for me to speak on behalf of my good friend, Father Jack Ryan, president of King's College in Wilkes-Barre. He was a weekend minister, weekend mass celebrant at the parish. And that's how I first became familiar with him. He was a wonderful, wonderful presence. One day after Father Ryan hadn't been there for a few weekends, a woman came up to me and she said, Father, she said, when is that Father Ryan from King's College coming back to celebrate Mass at our parish? I said, well, probably next week or the week after. She said, well, I sure hope so, because he really gives a good homily. A little bit of a shot to my ego, but I always think of that. And I think of that very, very fondly when I think of Father Jack. Father Ryan, congratulations. I'm proud to be your friend, and I'm very, very proud to have this opportunity to congratulate you on a well-deserved honor.
When I first met Dr. John Ryan, I was deeply impressed with his inspired vision, passionate execution, and the character of selflessness, wisdom, and thoughtfulness that embodies Father Jack. His 10-year tenure at King's College was truly his calling, witnessed by the incredible positive change coming to life in our area and at the college. So it is with great pride and enthusiasm that we recognize Father Jack Ryan for his outstanding contributions to our community and the great legacy he's created for King's College, for Wilkes-Barre, and this well-earned Lifetime Achievement Award.
We live in uncertain times. There is much we cannot control, yet there remains much we can do. Important actions that make each of us and the communities we live in better places. The Greater Wilkes-Barre Chamber and its membership is all about making the communities we live in better places, becoming better and more productive citizens, that we might build a better and more productive world. That is why I am so honored to be receiving this recognition from the Chamber. Together we are building communities of hope. It has been said that it is possible to exist for weeks without food, days without water, and minutes without air. But we cannot exist at all without hope. Hope shapes the way we live. Hope entails our deepest desires for happiness. In these challenging times, many find it difficult to hope, to believe that life, especially when it is difficult, can be lived and lived well. They find it difficult to find reasons to hope. I am so very proud and appreciative for so many in our local community who are hope bearers. You women and men who by your lives and example demonstrate what is possible despite struggles and setbacks. You women and men who have done so much for so many to make our community so much better. Your hard work, your creativity, and your goodness have been inspirations to me and so many others. So many of you truly are flesh and blood examples of reasons for hope. In these challenging times, it is too easy to focus on what is wrong in our world. This evening, let each of us take a moment to appreciate what is going right in our lives. Family, friends, and the opportunities to use our gifts and talents to support others and further along a better world. Please know how grateful and proud I am to be a part of this local community. In these difficult days, know that I pray for you. In these difficult days, I give you thanks. God bless.
We would like to thank again our presenting sponsor, Mohegan Sun Pocono, all of our sponsors tonight for their support and making this celebration possible. To our boards, committees, and valued chamber members, and everyone in our community watching, we thank you for all you do each and every day in elevating the Valley and reimagining our future alongside of us. A future for
our next leaders,
our current and future members,
our regional partners and community nonprofits,
our small businesses and entrepreneurs,
our students,
our future workforce and employers,
the next generation of our family-owned and legacy businesses,
our organization, your new chamber.